Well, this is a pile of cards. It looks really, really fun. I'm really excited to play it. Survivors Encampment specifically is a card that is probably going to be terrible, but I'm excited for it. 5-0 prediction. How about 3-2 prediction? 3-2 or better for the believers, for the people who helped brew this deck. Snap keep. All right, Reflecting Pool isn't on yet though, but snap keep. Botanical Sanctum, Aether Vial, the Mirror. The Mirror. If we draw a black source, then we can maybe pyre away the Necromancer into a Yawgmoth. It could be good. Obviously, you don't. Oh, well, we're about to find out what we're playing against. Merfolk. Okay. Interesting. Got a Force. They do, pitching Harbinger of the Tides. They're down to 1 card in their hand. Damn it. Take 2. Yeah, mana less than perfect. Less than perfect. Saffi plus Yorion is kind of a combo, though. Do I just want to put Yorion into my hand? I think I do. Yeah, we put this together on stream. We spent, like, too much time doing it, too. It kind of like Huntmaster has nice value, and, like, everyone in chat, but I decided the card was, like, a little too low power level. It was, like, worse value than our other 4-drops, I think. Looking forward to this. Draw Pyre, look at the deck. I could just get Auriok Champion, start to gain life. I feel like that makes sense to me. Could get Hapatra to try to set up Hapatra plus Yawgmoth, but I think I'm down to just get Auriok Champion for now. And then we can Saffi next turn. Get Renegade Rallier, get back Saffi. Oh, it's good for them. This is a matchup, very excitingly, to get is it Staticaster plus Nightshade Peddler to give it Death Touch. It's pretty cool. Spreading Sea is my Reflecting Pool. Now I have blue mana. You're 1 mana off from Infinite Life this turn. Well, don't I need a sack outlet? Oh, but if I had... Yeah, I need a sack outlet. Wait, does Glasspool Mimic combo with Saffi here? No, it doesn't, because you can't sack when the legend rule happens. Right? Always yes, always yield. But Saffi is a sack outlet. Not a sack outlet for the Renegade Rallier. But next turn we can go off, I think. We can turn the Rallier into a Yawgmoth. We also have blocks here now, too. There's so many decisions here, it's crazy. It's also like so lucky we drew a second Pyre in our stupid Yorion deck. Yeah, this is like when Thor met Iron Man for the first time and he shot him with lightning, and then his suit was 150% power. This doesn't have Island Walk. Alright, so next turn we sack Rallier, get Yawgmoth. Sack Saffi targeting Rallier before we get Yawgmoth, and then these come back. Then we win. Or we get to mow down their creatures, draw a ton of cards. And if we draw a black source, we get to play Cutthroat and kill them. Yeah, definitely sack Saffi first. Yeah, the Saffi Rallier thing is specific. I used to have a Saffi EDH deck. I think I still have a foil Saffi actually laying around somewhere. Now that I think about it, I haven't. I'd have to look, but I used to have a Saffi EDH deck. This is cool. All right, so sack Saffi, target Renegade Rallier. Yawgmoth, target the Lord. Sack Renegade Rallier. Well, I guess maybe I'm actually not supposed to target the Lord first because I actually want more stuff to more toughness in play to draw more cards here. Here we go. All right, so Saffi, target Renegade Rallier. Always yield to this. Always yield to this. This is not infinite because we are restricted by the amount of toughness our opponent has. You can pick no target for Yawgmoth. Never mind. Okay. We win. It's going to take a lot of clicks, but we're comboing here. We time out? We won't time out. This will take maybe 5-10 minutes. Oh. We also don't have to completely combo, you know? It's like my opponent is never ever winning from this spot. We could just like pass if we really were worried about it. I think my opponent finally F6'd. Yeah, we could just cast the Allies Lieutenant and pass, and then kill them at instant speed if they have something here. Let me just kill this first. Yeah, I don't feel. I think it's gonna be quicker to win the game like this. We can get another Thalia's Lieutenant next turn off of Hierarch if we want. Yeah, this deck is definitely cool. Resolves. Can I explain what just happened? You saw it with your own eyes, did you not? Probably should, huh? Alright, so you sack Saffi targeting Renegade Rallier. Saffi says, whenever target creature would die next turn, you return it from the graveyard to battlefield. And so you sack targeting Renegade Rallier, and then whenever you sacrifice Renegade Rallier, you bring back your Saffi. And so if you have a sack outlet, you can bring them back infinite amount of times. And so our sack outlet is Yawgmoth, and then then we also have infinite deaths happening. So Zulaport Cutthroat is going to keep triggering and kill our opponent. And so our opponent is dead, but it's a million billion clicks. So I'm just going to attack them instead because we're playing Magic Online. But like they were dead last turn. They're dead at instant speed currently. But I'm just kind of trying to win a little bit quicker by actually attacking. My opponent is trying to use as much of my clock as they can. Merfolk players never give up for some reason. We'll have to talk to Nikachu about that. Alright, so I went the combo of Izzet Staticaster and Nightshade Peddler, where you can soul bond these two and give your Izzet Staticaster Death Touch, Heron's Grace Champion also seems like it's got potential here. I don't want Thalia, Aethersworn Canonist, or Meddling Mage. So maybe that's just our sideboarding. Anything else I don't want? Seems fine. Merfolk tier 1, no reason to concede when you're the best. Fair enough. Fair enough. Probably could never mulligan an Aether Vial, right? I think I'll keep. Maybe this hand is bad. I think when you're a Yorion deck, you take the turn 1 Vial. I mean, Necromancer is also one of our better cards. Silvergold Adept revealing Cumina Tree Speaker. Why don't I play Hydrax Tower Scout with Zealous Conscripts? Is Hydrax Tower Scout the 3/3 that untaps a permanent when it enters the battlefield? Because if so, that's not a combo. Twitch chat. It's fine, no big deal. I mean, if they don't have Spreading Seas, we'll be doing some blocking, and they'll be pretty good with double Zathid Necromancer maybe next turn. I guess we can't double Necromancer next turn. Is Bellringer good? Again, we don't have a combo with it. They brought in Relic. I guess they saw the combo last game. Kind of happy about that though. My opponent will also never ever crack this Relic because nobody in the history of Magic the Gathering has ever sacrificed Relic of Progenitus to draw a card. Yeah, you also get infinite zombies with Necromancer. You also have Judith to ping infinitely. Yeah, you have some ways to combo off there. What about Resto? Restoration Angel is a 4-mana 3/4 angel that when it enters the battlefield, you may flicker a non-angel creature. That's what about Resto. Another copy of Mana Confluence has entered the hand. I'm going to play out a Necromancer. I have cycled my share of relics. Yeah. I'm mostly joking, but it's really just a criticism that I think people do not sacrifice relic nearly aggressively enough. It's like not even close. Another Silvergill Adept. Why did that get vialed in end of turn? I think we're gonna go block, get 2 zombies. Maybe I should only be blocking with 1 right now, but the zombie's under tap, so I feel like it may be a bit greedy to wait. Without Spreading Seas plus Lord, we're gonna be able to block pretty well, I think. I hope at least. Also, my opponent will still not ever sacrifice Relic, of course. Not an Island Walking Lord. So my opponent will likely vial in another Lord here. So I'm not 100% sure how we're blocking, but I think we're going to start by vialing this in.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring
Why, man? 10 months, we're doing it live? Hell yeah, we are. Hell yeah, we are. I think I'm leaving the Vial on 3 for now. So maybe we could do something like... Opponent, my blocks are not final. These blocks are not final. Something like this. Take a look, sheeps. Is it dragons? Yeah, these decks look cool. I've been seeing them in standard. They are kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I would like if they're interesting enough for me to play Pioneer, though. You know, maybe they are. So we're gonna go down to 9 life. We only get 2 zombies because they're removing the Necromancer ability here. Leave this on 3 for the time being. A 3-mana human with an ETB effect, like Reflector Mage or Knight of Ranger-Captain of Eos, would be good. Okay. That is a 3-mana creature with an ETB effect. That being said, are we going to now activate Pyre for a Yawgmoth instead of Yorioning? I think that we are. Opponent's pausing on this. Do you want to get Yawgmoth, or is there something better to get? Could get Hostage Taker. Yawgmoth's kind of scary with the amount of life I have. Hostage Taker is kind of nice too. Getting the Trickster. Heron's Grace Champion. Yeah, the problem is it doesn't buffer zombies. So play around like Mana Leak. These confluences are also like so painful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just Hostage Taker a Lord here. You'll need to find us -1 counters to kill their board. Well, I can't proliferate, and I'm not sure. Like Yawgmoth is definitely good. I'm just a little worried about the amount of life we have. Yeah, you can't Pyre of Heroes at sorcery speed. If only we had Huntmaster of the Fells in our deck. Everybody's yelling. Could also get Ranger of Eos. Ranger would give us... We could get like Doom Traveler, and then we'd have an extra blocker. We could maybe sack the Doom Traveler next turn and get like Auriok Champion. Yeah, Winota would be okay here, or at least like good. Yeah, we've got some combos with Saffi and Renegade Rallier. Yeah, imagine playing this deck in paper. I think we can afford to get Ranger of Eos here. A 1 Soul Sister would be neat. Maybe, yeah. This kind of deck is just, it feels almost impossible to... Oh, yeah. Or sorry, I forgot we caught the champions for Haunted Witness. That's okay. Lifelink is actually kind of relevant. If Yawgmoth's touch anything, always go for Yawgmoth. Yeah, I mean, I mean, in the Yawgmoth deck for sure. I think that this makes sense to me. The 5th blocker is pretty relevant on this board. Well, they need Spreading Seas plus Island Walking Lord here. I also think we're probably ticking the Vial up to 4 to Vial and Yorion on the following turn. We'll see. I guess we'd rather double block the Harbinger, make them sink the mana into the Mutavaults. Just chump block here. Playing around them Vialing on the Lord, which is usually a wise decision against Merfolk. Okay, so they're gonna deny me a zombie by tapping here. I'm gonna take this up to 4. Pyre Wizards is interesting. I mean, Pyre is just a great card and really good engine. Okay, I can't stack it to where I get the Auriok Champion first, sadly. I think Champion's better than Cutthroat. Riders Gavany. Yeah, Riders Gavany would be good here. It's fun. Yeah, that would have been the card to get. Definitely worth thinking about. Just blink the pod, dude. Sadly, Yorion makes a comeback end of turn. But we also can't Vial in Yorion here and activate pod even if that was the thing. Dude, Pyre is so good. 1-0. 1-0. With the fresh Pyre of Heroes Yorion Humans deck. You mean you guys are memeing about Siege Rhino, but also probably can't mulligan this. You guys are memeing about Siege Rhino, but Hotmaster is the Siege Rhino chat suggestion of this deck. I guess it is true. You just always draw your Aether Vial when you play Yorion Vial. Blooming Marsh. Dude, we're playing against Merfolk into Elves? What is Modern? I don't even understand anymore. Maybe I never did. We have Izzet Staticaster in our sideboard. Would I always rather draw Vial or always draw Pyre? In this deck, probably Pyre. I would love to always draw both, though. Warmaster doing a good Dwynen's Elite impression. I mean, we lost to Elves today when we were playing Avacyn. Kind of got crushed by Elves. Maybe Elves is good. This card's, I think, fine. Not a big fan of the 3-1, but maybe I'm wrong about that too. Orzhov Pontiff. Ooh, yeah, that card's good. But only has one card though. If that card is not like a big payoff, although I guess Warmaster is also a payoff, kind of. Our hand's obviously not very strong, but we'll see how kind our library is to us. Yeah, Elver's Warmaster new 2-mana 2/2. Whenever one or more other elves enters the battlefield under your control, you make a 1/1 elf soldier token or warrior token. But that ability only triggers once a turn. Okay, I can't cast that here. Probably dead. Yeah, that was their turn 2. Yeah, sorry, it also, you can spend 7 mana to give your elves +2/+2 and Death Touch until end of turn, which is decent. Although in order to activate Warmaster, they're going to have to tap most of their elves to Heritage Druid. So if their last card is like just a land or like a random dopey elf, we could maybe pull out of this. We also, again, have Staticaster in our sideboard, which I'm excited about. So they're going to hit me for 5 effectively, I guess. Activate. Oh no, they've made a mistake, right? They only have 6 mana here. Alright, I'll make this costs 7 to activate, they only have 6 mana. Alright, I'll make them show me how I am messing up here. Like, if they have, like, I'm not going to play around Court of Calling. I'm not going to play around Collected Company. Oh, they just tapped the Mystic for mana. Sorry. Well, that's obviously what I was missing. I don't know why I totally forgot that this could tap for mana. Well, obviously this was bad. I haven't played against Elves, and I guess that's not true. I did play against Elves today. Well, Not my brightest moment, huh? Liliana Heretical Healer. It's kind of interesting. Just draw Yawgmoth, exactly. Yeah, Goblin Sharpshooter. If only Goblin Sharpshooter were legal and human. It is something that we can flip Thalia or Liliana at instant speed. If only Blazing Volley were a human. Wait, is it Staticaster, right? Shocked in the Overgrown Tomb. I have a Dwynen's Elites. Pretty dead here, huh? Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Block, take 4, 10. Yeah, we're dead on board. Okay, we could jump block with Liliana, but yeah, War Master actually seems very good to me. Lily has life. Like, yeah, but we're like chumping with Liliana. Just go to game 2. Canonist actually might be fine. I'm gonna cut the Meddling Mage and the Thalia though. I already have one Auriok Champion. I think I'll play the Heron's Grace Champion. I don't think I want more than just the one Auriok. Get the conscripts too. Yeah, maybe I should restart Magic Online. It's been very laggy. Real Magic Online players restart between every turn. I mean, Lavinia only stops Coco and Court if they, or Coco specifically if they have less than 4 lands, which they probably do, but it's also like maybe too slow to get out even then. And eventually will not be stopping those cards. Have the caps lock on? I do. Damping Sphere can be Tribute Mage. I mean, yes, we only have one Tribute Mage though, but that is something to think about as like a Tribute Mage package. Surely we don't want to play Orzhov Pontiff and Staticaster, right? Alright, we've got a Pyre and functional mana. We can never mulligan. And we have a 2-drop we can Pyre into a Staticaster. Sorry, it's just kind of still loading up. Opponent also keeps 7. Spyglass can be attributed, maybe worth 1 main. I don't think so. Maybe. We also have Barrin, which is a 3-mana human that can bounce Tybalt, so I'm not sure. Pontiff seems cute with the sack outlet. That's fair. Thoughtseize. Revoker. Well, Revoker is probably better than Spyglass. It's a horror though, so not a relevant creature type. It's an interesting suggestion. Yeah. If we were more in on Tribute Mage, it's definitely a card I think we'd be playing. Yeah, Pyre is not just Birthing Pod for 2 mana and activate for 2. You have to all have the same creature type or yeah. I mean, Revoker is more relevant because of Vial though with Tribute Mage. They took the Pyre. It's an interesting draw. I think I'll actually play the Cutthroat. If we draw, if we can put a Hepatra into play, we actually just win. I guess they could break it up with removal, but come close to just winning. Could just draw Rallier. Yeah, Rallier also is an infinite combo here. It's a lot of clicks though. Their draw's been a little slower this game. I'm gonna play the 3-mana spell, I suppose. And maybe I'll attack with Cutthroat. Yeah, I kind of like attacking. Maybe not. No, it's not. What was my record with Sharkblade? We went like 3-2 until 0-2 drop. The metagame is just so weird. It's just so hard to like. It's like if you're not metagame for the Valky decks, you're gonna lose to them. Like you just can't beat them if you're not like really prepared. But then there's just a lot of people playing decks that are trying to beat Valky, and so the spread is super weird and it's hard to figure out. Hoping that they don't have another Thoughtseize. Kinrath as a 5-drop tutor might be interesting. I don't know. Kinrath is very slow, and so like slow 5-drops don't seem super appealing to me. Yeah. I think that's like I think this is a very good example of what a warped metagame looks like. I agree completely. And I hope that they change the Cascade rule, and I hope that they change it soon. Yeah, there are no longer scheduled BNR announcements. Dude, my opponent's had this is their turn 3. They thought he's on turn 1. Really good draws. I think I want to attack with Liliana before I cast Yawgmoth. They know about the Yawgmoth, but they may just like not really think about it and block with Realmwalker, and then we only have to put 1 counter on this to kill it. Too bad Cutthroat doesn't trigger off of our opponent's creatures dying. I have not tried Pyre Elves. I'm not sure that Pyre necessarily goes in Elves, but it's possibly good there. Can't kill anything else, but getting the Heritage Druid off the field is pretty good. In my opinion, how long until they change Cascade rulings or start banning things? Best guesstimate. If I have to guess, and the point is, it's just a guess. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. But if I'm guessing and just putting random speculation out there that has no real weight in anything, I would guess next Monday. But I'm never right about these things, honestly. I feel like I just never get these things right, so my guess means nothing. I think what they should do is change how Cascade works first. I would like to see, as soon as possible, them changing the way Cascade works so that you cannot Cascade into Tibalt. Yeah, if they were gonna I think they should not do anything this week, because they after Monday passes, I think they just need to let the PTQ happen, you know. Just because people are preparing, you know. People take time off work for these things. I don't really like these attacks. I think it's worth keeping Liliana alive because we can use it to get back Noble Hierarch next turn. So Hierarch can turn into 1 mana, draw a card, put 2 minus counters on creatures. Losing the Cutthroat is not free, of course, but seems fine. Also maybe Witness back, Cutthroat down the line. See what we draw. Avacyn's Pilgrim. So let me go ahead and tap this for green. Tap this for white. Not sure 100% what we're casting next, but I think I want to use the Pyre now. So we have a white mana floating. We can Ranger-Captain for Haunted Witness to kill War Master in response to an elf. Or we can just kill Realm Walker by sacking the Captain too. Yeah, this deck is awesome. Can we attack? I think we can. Yeah. We can make their blocks really bad. Yeah, there's a Modern PTQ this weekend, and I'm probably going to play in it, unless I just really can't figure anything out. They had a great turn 3. Yawgmoth's so good in these kind of matchups. Do I plan on playing clerics or humans in it? At the moment, at the time of making this comment, no. But you never know. Opponent was dead to Kessig Malcontents plus Saffi next turn. But they've gone ahead and conceded. Alright, 1-2 without even showing them a Staticaster. Just decided, what do I think I'll play? I have no idea. Metagame is so weird right now, so I'm going to have to put a lot of thought into it. And I probably shouldn't be playing Pyre humans in order to figure it out, but I'm having a good time. Is there a chance I'll play Tibble Cascade? Yeah, there's a chance. Dude, we just naturally drew the Staticaster. Double Confluence is kind of tough, but obviously we can never mulligan this. The painful land, human. Is this Yorion deck because that's good, or so we can fit all the humans we want? It's one of those two. Hard to tell for sure. We were having a hard time fitting all the humans in. I mean, although Yorion is good in a deck like this pretty often, right? Am I gonna block Saffi on one of these 2/2s next turn? I might. We just need him not to have War Master plus Heritage Druid again. Confluence. Man, playing Confluence in this deck feels so bad. I haven't put Cavern on Bird or Serpent yet. Not in this deck. But I have done that before. Yeah, just War Master plus Druid all 3 games. I mean, it's not that hard for them to have it, I guess. What happened that slowly made Abzan playable? The Cascade into Tibble deck is really popular, and discard spells are solid against that deck, and you also get access to like Deafening Silence on the sideboard. They decide to name Elf. 3 Heritage Druids, please. All from the hand, not from the top off Realm Walker. That would be the best case scenario here. They have Coco? Kind of seems like they've got Coco. Or maybe we could draw Nightshade Peddler here and Death Touch our Staticaster. That would be cool. We didn't, but we did draw a Cartel Aristocrat, which is a pretty interesting draw. I am just going to go ahead and kill this Heritage Druid right now. Cannot be allowed to leave. Too dangerous. Or live. Too dangerous. We could also actually... We could kill War Master by sacking the Staticaster to Cartel Aristocrat and then bringing it back. But I think I'd rather just kill the Druid here. But that may be a trick we keep up our sleeve. You can wipe the board. No. No. Can I? Yes, wipe the board. I wipe the board. Yeah, we're going late today. Kill on the Master is worth it. I feel like the Druid is just so scary here. They also probably should not... They responded to the Staticaster ping, so they can't put another Heritage Druid into play here, which is kind of nice. Oh, they did find Shaman of the Pack, which is less nice. I can kill all of the Warrior tokens, but I probably want to do that after blocks. Yeah. Probably dead. You have another Shaman of the Pack. Alright. Good beats. Not even killing the Warriors is enough here. Elves is looking scary, dude. Alright, I think those are my thoughts. Have there been any interesting Pyre decks with interlocking tribes? There's been some interesting ones. I'm not sure if there have been any good ones, though. I'm going to keep this, of course. Yeah, we beat Merfolk, lost to Elves. Still, like, the deck looked okay, at least. Still very live for that 3-2 prediction. Survivors Encampment looks okay with Thraben Inspector, I suppose. Blood Crypt tapped. No Luris. Could just be like Jund. Could be Valky Cascade though. In that case, we'll save Barrin to bounce Tybalt's. Pretty straightforward. Thraben Inspector plus Pyre, I suppose. Somehow a deck with counterspells. Could be that 4-color Jund deck. They got Basic Forest. Are they going to Blood Moon us? If they Blood Moon us, we have Pyre of Heroes and Noble Hierarch going. Also, maybe Thraben Inspector, if you could figure out how to make that work in like the Artifact Matters deck, you could. Yeah, maybe there's something to that. Kind of talking out of my ass a bit. They exiled the Noble Hierarch. Wow. So I guess we just go Haunted Witness into Thalia's Lieutenant, right? Make sure there's not something else. I do think go wide decks like this do have game against the Tybalt strategies. Keep in mind that they can cast Noble Hierarch. Well, we can Reflector Mage that if we want to. We'll probably need to. But after we Reflector Mage it, like, we're just kind of stuck. So maybe I'll wait on that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait. Renegade Rallier back Lieutenant. Get a big board state. This is a 24-hour stream. Hell yeah, it is. Pet Athena. She's currently napping in the other room. I can go and pet her, or you can get a refund. Hell yeah, they hit a monkey. It's so good for us. I have some combos in this deck. Yeah, I don't actually have a twin type effect now. But I do have some combos. So we can do that again. I think I just want to get Yawgmoth in play though. Kill this. Guess I was supposed to tap differently though. Yeah, if we could just draw a green or black land in the top two, we're actually just doing okay here. Did not. It's not a bad draw though. But Hepatria plus Yawgmoth is, gets to chew down your opponent's creatures really well. I do want to hit my land drop pretty badly. I'm gonna look one more time. Okay. Not sure if that was like the right way to play that turn. It felt like really good if we could just get the Patra into play though. Obviously we missed. Please don't hit a Tybalt. Damn it. We can bounce that to their hand with Barrin if we want to. We have a ton of cards in our hand, and we're not doing so bad right now. Can this hit Planeswalkers? No. Artifact a creature. They exile my Pyre. Yeah, but my opponent I think is not. Obviously playing against this deck is going to be weird, but I think my opponent has not chosen perfectly everything to do. On top lane would be nice to play Judith too. They might just be dead if we draw a land. I think I just want to get things going actually with Hierarch. Is there a reason behind their frog profile? It looks cool. I just like it. It looks cool. I feel like I get asked that so often, and I just don't know if there could be any reason behind it besides it looking cool. It's always surprised when I get that question. Yeah, Survivors Encampment's actually been pretty good. I probably don't want to play like more than like the 2 copies we're playing, or how many are we playing? Yeah, but it's actually been pretty good so far. Good suggestion from chat. Not a card I ever would have thought to play myself. 5 mana. There's second Blast Zone. It's playing a Spyro. They're playing 2, yeah. Maybe we could play a 3rd. Pyre for Cutthroat is probably lethal, although I guess we could just play Judith. They're going to put a Bloodbraid Elf into play? Yeah, this is my first Sona. Well, I think my opponent didn't play that game very well. Not sure that we would have won if they had made different choices, but we'll take the W. I feel like we don't have enough answers to Blood Moon. Not sure what else we're cutting. Let's cut the Hostage Taker. I feel like I want the Conscripts. Can we cut the 4th Thalia's Lieutenant? Tribute Mage on the draw. Oh yeah, we want the Lavinia. We have a lot of 2-mana humans that stops the Cascade. I'll cut the Malcontents too. No, Malcontents can be. I think any human that can be cast through Blood Moon is probably too good to cut. Yeah, I know if you still Tybalt, you don't have the emblem, but you can maybe get it off the field. You can also exile a thing. I'm not saying it's definitely good, but kill one Yawgmoth. I don't know. Yawgmoth is just so important to the deck, but maybe you could, yeah. Obviously, this is the first league with the deck. Not going to sideboard perfectly either. You do realize you are burning every human you sack to Pyre. I'm burning every human. Oh, is that what's happening? That's a Pyre? Oh, yikes. I mean, I guess that's pretty flavorful with like Yawgmoth in the deck. Yawgmoth becoming reborn by sacrificing the humans. Didn't even really think about that. Playing around the monkey here, of course. Masked Vandal. Masked Vandal is interesting. We were talking. It's on my radar. I had it in the cleric sideboard for a bit, but I cut it. over Lean and Relic Warder, but it is just a good tool for any Pyre deck. Okay. Well, Vial is our best card against Blood Moon. Yeah, this swamp is weird. Kitchen Finks? I've never seen this swamp before. It looks awesome. Might ask my opponent where they got it. Ooh, Basic Plains is a fine draw. Pretty close to being able to put Yorion in. Secret Lair Swamp. Are there other ones like this? Oh, they're just gonna Valky. It's pretty good, actually. Damn it. Dude, then they can copy Yawgmoth. That's so obnoxious. I can't cast that this turn. Yeah, opponent couldn't Tibble because we have Deafening Silence in play. But they can turn their Valky into a Tibbles. Or Valky into a Yawgmoth. Which is pretty cool from like a flavor perspective. But not really so much from a winning this game ever perspective. Pro-humans. Damn it. Why do we run Deafening Silence if it doesn't stop it? Well, it stops the Tibbles part. But it doesn't stop the Valky part. It's possible we should be just playing Needles instead, though. So what I'm hoping that happens here is I'm able to make Pyromancer tokens, Vial and Judith, and kill the Yawgmoth. Because the Judith pumps all creatures. Problem is if they have another creature to play, but I don't think... Yeah. It stinks. Yeah, Judith can't target the Yawgmoth with pings, but it does lord the tokens. So I don't think we can afford to block now, but we can try to block with all 4 elementals next turn, I suppose. And Violin the Necro this turn. If we can get our Yawgmoth, we have a chance. There's so many Kitchen Finks that they're playing. Vial and Judith and up Vial. I don't want them to know about the Judith. I'm trying to surprise them with it. Their life total is changing. I'm not sure what's going on. Probably just clicking on Yawgmoth. They sacked their Finks without putting a counter on anything. Oh, they tried to put a counter on the Finks. And then they sacked the Finks. They misclicked. Did I change my stream schedule? No, I'm just, going late today because, I'm a full-time streamer. I can do whatever I want. It's great. Alright, so they're not going to fall for this now. I'll just take up the Vial now. Maybe we could draw another Yawgmoth, although we still can't put counters on this. Well. Also can't really attack. Yeah, the opponent might have attacked with no misclick, which feels bad. Not a sure thing. Yorion might just win this game. Oh no, wait, hold on. Is this still... Oh, it's got a different name now. Oh no. Alright. I kind of think just like, fuck these Deafening Silences. We'll just attack Tybalt. Oh, Traneth Magistrate's good though. Get Staticaster. I think no, but maybe. Oh, the Needles has the same problem as Deafening Silence, where you're not stopping the Tybalt. Or you're not stopping the Valky, but you stop the Tybalt. I think I'm going to keep this hand. This hand's kind of okay against Blood Moon. Like, Needle is better, and I think against like decks that can actually like... Needle and Deafening Silence are better in decks that like don't care so much about Valky, but this deck does care about Valky. It's the problem. No, Deafening Silence only stops non-creature spells. Valky is a creature, so it stops them from casting Tybalts, makes them play the card fairly, but doesn't stop the creature part. Always feels a bit risky to go in on Hierarchs, but they probably aren't playing very many sweepers, if any. This Vial and Pyre work in the same deck. They work very well together, in my opinion. It's like you get to use you don't have to spend mana on your creatures with Vial, then you get to Vial away your creatures with Pyre. You just need one creature for Pyre to be good usually, if you've built your deck well. Feels bad. You're good, dude. Yeah. I'll go Petter real quick. Good timing too. After that tilt. Mana Confluence. Okay, probably not a land I'm that interested in playing, but really wish we were on the play this game. Dina has been pet. I'm going to cast Thalia here. Probably can't take the turn off to Pyre. I'm just going to take 2. Or not block, I think, is probably what I should say. Boros Charm me. Life total getting real low, huh? Human. It's gonna be very close if we're able to stabilize here or not. Top card, Kessig Malcontents. Question is going to be, do we want to tutor up a 3 or 4 mana spell next turn? Nothing at 3 lets us immediately gain life, sadly. We have some things at 2. Suppose we could get Renegade Rallier and return Zulaport Cutthroat. Permanents gain Indestructible. Okay, well, we go to 7, but they keep their board. It's probably fine. Okay, so we could get Hostage Taker and take one of their things hostage by taking the Vial up to 3. I think I'm gonna leave it on 2. I don't think Aleshiu Smiles at Death is better than like most of our other 3 drops, but I do like the card, like in general, I guess. I do have Auriok Champion main, but Pyre is not CMC or greater. It has to be exactly 3 here. But we can get Renegade Rallier for Zulaport Cutthroat, Thalia, or Thalia's Lieutenant. I guess if we're getting Thalia, we're supposed to cast the Pyre from our hand first. We can also get Liliana, Heretical Healer. Just lifelink. I don't think Thalia is that relevant with them having 4 lands and only 1 card in their hand. We're just at exactly 3rd Boros Charm plus random burn spell. I'm not like that worried about it. Thinking Rallier for Cutthroat. Yeah, we have a lot of 2 mana spells that gain life, but no 3 mana ones that gain life instantly. Ranger-Captain for a 1-drop to pot away next turn. I think that this is better. I'm not sure. Because we can also we can Pyre away Malcontents for next turn. We can Pyre away Malcontents for Hostage Taker. Cast the 1-drop. Cast the Swift Spear, and then get a 2-drop off of that. Because we have 2 Pyres now. We don't even need to cast a spell here. It's kind of interesting. Oh, no, we have to cast the human. So maybe we just hostage take Eidolon. Guess they could kill the Taker in response. I can't Pyre in response, you know. Yeah. We're at 9, though. They have no cards in their hands. Yeah, I know Swifter's a human for sacking. But that was initially my plan, but I think that ended up not being the line. We do have a 5-drop in Zealous Conscripts, which can untap something. Untap the Pyre. I guess we could just put our opponent to 2. They drew 2 1-mana spells. Wait, are we actually dead? Kind of unreal. Damn it. We definitely could have played that game differently too. Feels bad though. Got a lot of humans for this matchup at least. Probably cut Yawgmoth number 2, cut Aethersworn Canonist, the Hostage Taker, Ranger of Eos probably is cuttable. The conscripts too. We have a really painful mana base that I'm worried about this game. I'm gonna keep this though. It's a pretty good draw, if I do say so myself. I don't know, I just kind of really like Zealous Conscripts, and I think that we want 1 5-drop, and I think it's the best 5-drop to pot into. It is just there for value. Is that a good plan? Probably not. But that's why it's there. I guess I probably want to play the Glasspool Mimic as a land. Yeah. Yeah, Pyre is definitely a good card. I think I'm down to try to trade Hipatra for Eidolon. Although we might just be fine not taking this trade at all. Play Mimic Copy Champion seemed nice. Yeah, but I think with Pyre and 2 3-drops in our hand, we have enough gas that seemed unnecessary. Oh, gross. I was probably supposed to play around that. Oh, they're still fine. This has lifelink. Yeah, potting away the soldier into another Hunted Witness came up, so good suggestion, chat. I think the fact that maybe we're supposed to play Kimball first instead of Judith, but Oh, we don't have another Haunted Witness. Where did it go? Did I cite it out? Did I just not see it? Maybe I just didn't see it. Oh, it's not a soldier. Sorry, I thought it was. It's a witness. I got it. The witness comes after it dies. That's good flavor. Alright, so ping here. Alright, good draw. I think I'm just gonna go tap this for white, play Auriok Champion, put Yorion into my hands. You probably just don't need to block here. Okay, 1 game 2. Wrong order, missed 1 life. I don't think so, right? What did I do in the wrong order? Because we don't get a life, we don't get a ping off of the Thraben Inspector. Cavern first, cast Auriok. Isn't untapped Auriok better than untapped Kimball? I'm not sure. I'm gonna take Athena outside real quick. She needs to go potty. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Keep this on the draw against Barrin, I think. Nice to have a relatively painless hand. Second Lieutenant, human. I will be chump blocking with this, I think. Right on time, Aether Vial. Suspends 2 Rift Bolts. Well, Thalia is pretty good against that. I guess not that good, since they'll just kill the Thalia. Yeah, I guess it's not that good. Are there any cards in MTGO that are not in MTGO? Yes, there's a ton. That were, yeah, a ton. A ton of the old cards. Alright, this is not a human, so we don't need to lieutenant it. But 1/1 lifelink, just not that bad against Bird. Yeah, there are probably more cards on Magic Online. There are probably more cards on Magic Online that are not legal on Arena, or not on Arena, than cards that are on Arena. Goblin Guide's been giving us a lot of lands. Thank you, Goblin Guide. I think I want to go Reflector Mage plus Vial here. So I guess we want to play the Reflector Mage first. See if they have Skullcrack for my soldiers. I feel like if I connect with these soldiers, the game just ends. And they don't Skullcrack me. Yeah, just like getting 2 a turn with them only have three cards in hand is going to be so tough. And they did absolutely nothing with their mana. So I think we're going to be live for the 3/2. Smash the Smithereens is maybe a card I could have played around there, but just not casting the Vial. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that they could definitely have another... I guess I want to counter on this. instead of a counter on the Lieutenant. They could have another Smash to Smithereens. That is a card that makes sense, so I'm going to just not play my Vial. Alright, 2 and 2. Yeah, Rigged Shuffler is a conspiracy theory. It's not true. Keep this. No, sorry, this is not a 5-color land. Got a mulligan. And it's maybe passable. It's obviously like a little janky. It's a good draw though. So Lightning Bolt means no Cascade. Wooded Foothills, Stomping Ground, Wooded Foothills is what deck? I'm not sure. I'm going to play this as a land, I think. Second Stomping Ground tapped. I'm not sure what's happening. They have a stop in my upkeep. We can play Cutthroat plus Thalia this turn. Kind of like that, I guess. We play Cutthroat first. This is one of the Magic Online promo Wooded Foothills. When I play random homebrew drank and the first game is the mirror, I get suspicious about Arena's matchmaking. That's just confirmation bias, you know? Like, there's like all these theories about the shuffler being rigged and matchmaking being rigged. And so when you have, you know, you get paired into a bad matchup like that, I guess this is just Ponza. And then like you have these beliefs. It's just confirmation bias is all it is. It's just you like reinforcing these ideals that aren't true. It's a vicious cycle. Let me play Ranger-Captain, I think, into Champion here. It was confirmed Shuffler best one is in fact rigged. If that's the case, I do not know that that's the case. I don't believe that is the case, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. I think that was an okay trade to take. I'm not 100% sure, I guess. Maybe not against the Blood Moon deck. Gonna pay 1 for your Sprawl. MTGO Shuffler is weighted distribution. Really? Dude, is that actually a thing? I had no idea. I guess I apologize. I really thought that was just nonsense. That's so dumb. I can't believe it. I really thought that was just like nonsense, you know, like complaints. It's so bad. Well, I think we're playing against Ponza. We're up a game. Auriok Champion is okay. Can kind of get run over sometimes by Elder Gargaroth, though. What cards do I not want? Aethersworn Canonist does stop Bloodbraid Elf. I think the first Thalia is probably okay. Could be a Staticaster Nightshade Peddler matchup. I might just not sideboard, though. I think this deck needs some answers to Blood Moon, which we don't currently have. It's only for best of one. It's only for your opening hand. I mean, even then, I think that's bad. Just make it random, you know. Are there any good Angel decks or Snow decks on MTGO? There are some good Snow decks, but they're not very similar to what you might find on Arena, at least in the modern format. I think I'm gonna mulligan this on the draw. Hand's much better. Put back Mana Confluence. I once lost playing for 5-0 against a Red-White Angels deck, and it's kind of infamous on this channel, actually. How did I forget about Red-White Angels? You need to draw like any cheap human to start the Pyre of Heroes chain. But we actually have a hand that's like pretty resilient against Blood Moon, about as resilient as it's ever gonna get. Well, they've got a very fast start. Let's see what if they have like, you know, Bloodbraid Elf into some good 3-drop. Just could be too slow. It's a pretty good start. Turn 2 Bloodbraid Elf. At least we were on the we were on the draw, right? Alright, got a game. I'm gonna play Pyre of Heroes over second Vial, I guess. Yeah, if we don't draw like a 1 or 2 mana human next turn, we probably won't be fast enough, but at least we have game 3 on the play. MTG best of run red deck wins list would run 13 lands as a way. Ah, man, yeah, exactly. Tap Stomping Ground into Arbor Elf. Okay, yeah, 1 or 2 mana human. I think we're going to probably win this game. If we don't draw 1 or 2 mana human, we're probably going to lose. Damn it. I guess we play 2 Vials. They're attacking for 5, 6, 7. I mean, if they have absolutely nothing, we might have a chance. Does also stink now if we draw a 2 mana human. Yeah, I think I'm leaving the Vial on 2 for this turn. No, I'll take it up. Because we have the Yawgmoth in hand. But like, I would much rather pot away a 2-drop. We'll just see what we draw. Yeah, damn it. They're dead. Feels so bad. Going to game 3. Showed a Scavenging Ooze. I kind of want to bring in Nightshade Peddler plus Staticaster. I can cut the Malcontents probably. I think I'll also cut the Canonist. The real question is, why do any of us care about... I mean, we as an MTG community, I think, should care about other aspects of the game, even if we don't play them, you know. It's the beautiful part about Magic is that different parts of it appeal to different players, and if one part of the game is suffering in quality, it does affect everybody. You should want all aspects of the game to be as good as possible, so more people play. Alright, this is for all the marbles, all of the channel point marbles. Keeping this, we're actually just a sack outlet away from infinitely comboing with this hand. So if we can get a Yawgmoth or a Cartel Aristocrat into play, we can combo. Kind of a painful hand, though. Put him all to 6. Another turn 1 Arbor Elf. Let's see what we draw. Hierarch. Do I want to cast this Saffi or just Vial it in next turn? I think I'll Vial it in next turn. Kind of worried about it getting bolted. Also, our life total is pretty relevant with double City of Brass, Mana Confluence. So we can Pyre Noble Hierarch into Cartel Aristocrat and try to win the game next turn. Let's do that. This also beats the Blood Moon, which I like. This is so exciting. Tap out for something dumb, opponent. Tap out for something dumb. Pillage my Pyre. We don't care about that. All right. Hell yeah. We win. This is so exciting. Play Judith and attack first. So I have to click less. But we have an infinite combo here. It's a bit convoluted, but I'll show you how it works. So I guess we are going to... I guess we don't need to get Revolt first. Well, Vial and Rallier. Sack Saffi, targeting Renegade Rallier, trigger Judith. Might as well kill these first. Then we can sack the Renegade Rallier to Cartel Aristocrat, bringing back Saffi. Sorry, bringing it back Renegade Rallier, which brings back Saffi. We can do that as many times as we want to deal infinite damage. Be a bit convoluted, but they're dead. Yeah, it's a 4-card combo, but kind of like Birthing Pod, you know, you have, you know, you can like naturally draw a few pieces and tutor up the rest, or get lucky and draw all of it. It's certainly not your plan A, but it's also kind of nice that every card that's part of the combo, every card that's part of the combo is a card you're not unhappy to draw. 3-2, 3-2. The Believers paid off. 3-2 with the very janky deck. So hard to wrap your brain around. Like, honestly, this probably should not be a Yorion deck, and I think the main reason it should not be a Yorion deck is how bad the mana becomes when you play Yorion. But like trimming down seems so difficult. There are so many cards like you really want to play, and there are even more cards than this I wanted to play, and just was struggling to find room, which is usually a good sign for a deck. If there's like so many good options, you should be able to find a good version. It just was very difficult to brew. I think the Hostage Taker could probably not be played. I will say that Survivors Encampment was really impressive, and I could see playing like a third copy of that over like the first City of Brass. And that is true. Like when you draw Pyre, it is a bit better to have more tutor targets, and you also have Tribute Mage for more Pyres. You can play 2 Tribute Mages. That's going to be all of today's stream. Thank you for sticking around this long, and thank you for helping me put this deck together. I really enjoyed that process. Before we go, I would like to say that the stream is brought to you by Encounter Party, which is a really cool D&D podcast featuring 6 professional voice actors. They're doing a D&D 5e campaign on Ravnica, and it takes place right after the events of Dragon's Maze, and there are characters like Jace and Niv Mizzet on there. Lots of like little Easter eggs for people who like magic lore. So if you are interested in D&D, if you want something to listen to, I encourage checking them out. I'm like very selective with sponsors, and I'm very excited to work with them. So there's a link, so you can find them on encounterparty.com or on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Really, really cool sponsor. I play D&D once a week, and I play Pathfinder once a week, so I'm just like thrilled to work with them. Dude, Todd is playing Magic the Gathering today.